Welcome to Inside Out with Kris, a podcast where there are no limits or surface level conversations. I'm your host, Kris Burns, a personal development coach on a mission to empower women to move the needle in all areas of their lives. Each week we dive into deep, thought-provoking conversations with inspiring guests. We're talking deep truths, raw experiences, and dropping game-changing takeaways to help you break free of the BS holding you back. Let's transform you from the inside out. Hello and welcome back to Inside Out with Kris. I am bringing you another solo episode today, Thursday 5 a.m, dropping in your ears weekly. Today's episode is around a conversation that I have had a lot on this podcast. So if you've been here for a while, you might hear some things that you've heard before, but just know that you are hearing everything at the exact time that you're supposed to, because sometimes the unconscious will take some stuff in, but consciously you're not aware that you're actually taking it in. So if you've heard some of this before, that's okay. There's going to be some new pieces to this conversation that I know will land for you. It will also give you that extra momentum to close out your week. So I'm really excited to share this chat with you. Radical responsibility. I want to speak to how I adopted a mindset in my life on how this is always on me. And when I say always on me, I'm talking about any challenge, any lesson, any problem, any initiation, anything that activates or triggers me in my life, anything that's pissing me off. How is this on me? And what happens when you do that? You stop externalizing the problem and you start accessing a place within yourself that allows you to neutralize these thought processes, dissolve the shit that you're allowing other people to hold space for blamehood, and also stop being a victim to your own shit. So radical responsibility means taking absolute responsibility, 100%, in all areas of your life. You stop fucking around, you stop blaming other people, you stop being a victim to the world, and you start owning who you are at this very point, and anything that's causing you a fucking headache or anything that's a problem for you is on you. But you have to adopt that mindset, and it's going to take some time to wrangle with that idea, because a lot of us want to sit in our shit. So a lot of us will avoid taking that level of responsibility, and a lot of us will avoid being accountable to the things that we do, our behaviors and our thoughts and things like that, because we actually want to stay in the loop of our patterns. And the reason that we want to stay in the loop of our patterns is because we have an unconscious desire to stay safe. So if we go somewhere we've never been, of course it's going to feel a little bit on edge. Of course it's going to be a little bit like discomfort, right? So getting clear and clean with your intentions around owning every single version of you means actually taking accountability for your shit. It's actually taking accountability for the changes that you know that you need to make and the behaviors that you know that you need to change in order to get you where you need to go. But that means you have to adopt a mindset of how is this on me? If you're late for work, how is this on me? How was I not more prepared? How did I not leave on time? How could I be better? How can I do things differently? If your kid has a bad day at school, how is this on me? If you have a fight with your partner, but your partner started the fight, how is it actually on you? A lot of you will go, well, it's not on me, it's on them. But how is it on you? How did you not communicate effectively? How did you not support and nurture your partner while they were going through an emotion, because you actually are doing self-development and you know so much about the unconscious and conscious mind, and you know so much about emotions that you can be that level of support to them whilst they're on their own journey? How did you create that disagreement because you weren't holding the space for them? How do you ensure that you are going to hold yourself to the highest possible standard? Because when we hold ourselves to the highest possible fucking standard, we are able to dissolve shadows and triggers and anything that activates us in a way that's negative. When we hold ourselves to our highest standard, we are also able to remove any anxious symptoms in the body, like a fear of no control, or a fear of the future, or a fear of failure, or a fear of success. All of those things become neutralized within yourself and your nervous system. And when we adopt that mindset of how is this on me, you're actually accountable to everything you choose to do. So it's never someone else's fault, which means you're in charge of your results, which actually comes from a place of self-worth. When you're in charge of your results and you want better results, that means that you start to embody a level of self-worth that you know that you deserve to have those results. So you start moving the needle forward and driving forward to concrete and cement in that you deserve to have the things that you want because you love yourself, as opposed to the old story that used to play out being like, I don't deserve to have what I want, so I'm just going to sit in my shit, so I'm just going to stay in shame, guilt, victimhood, all of those areas. So when it comes down to getting the things you want, getting results in your business, in your health, in your relationships, you actually need to adopt the mindset of how is this always on me? I hope you enjoyed today's solo chat. That was short, sharp, spicy, all the things. If you did, please share, please engage on social media. This really allows me to get conversations like this in the ears of other women. But I hope that you took something positive from this episode, and I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If this landed for you, I would love if you can share this conversation to your socials, and don't forget to tag at Inside Out with Kris. Don't also forget to hit subscribe or follow so you don't miss next week's conversation. Bye.